Hello guys and welcome to another fishing vlog. Big smile on my face. I'm here again in France with Ian and Jace today. So the plan of action is I'm here, it's called Val Doré. It's about an hour and a half away from Calais. Lovely lake, there's 6 lakes on the complex. This particular lake, I'm not 100% sure on the acreage, but I will check that out guys. But we've just pulled there, I've pulled this swim, so I've got all this water in front of me now. Little social, we're only here for 48 hours, so fingers crossed we get some fish in the bank. There's carp that go to around the £70 mark here, so there is some absolute chunks in it, so I can't wait to get a rod in the water. But it's about midday now, like I say, 48 hours here. It's now Tuesday, we're here till Thursday. First impressions as well, they've got a lovely little like a clubhouse here, which is beautiful. It is a French owner, but he does speak very good English, very nice guy. And yeah, we've just paid and we've sort of drove around, and luckily you can keep your sort of cars here by the swim as well, as long as you're not driving them up all the time. We don't mind you keeping them here, so happy days. I'm going to start looking now. I'm going to go and chat with the boys and hopefully get our gear set up ASAP and just enjoy our time over in France. I'll see you soon guys. Nice hat, mate. It's freebie. Your rods are out, but your net's not set up. When was the last time you used that bad boy, mate?
France in January. Absolutely fuck all.
Right, so after Jay's taken the fish finder out and seeing that some fish were sort of showing mid-water, I think the plan of action this afternoon is to make up a zig mix. So what I've done is here, I've got just the water from my roast nut extract that I put in the boilies prior to coming to France. That's just went through in the drainer. And then I'm going to add some stick mix as well, which is a nutty stick mix with seed in it. I'm going to add this here, which is from Shoreline Baits, which is a bug mix, which basically they go up all up and down the levels in the water column, so which is perfect if you're not putting too much out, and wherever the fish are they're going to see some kind of bait. I'll tip that in there. Hold one of them. Also some ground up halibut pellet as well, but not crazy. And then some ground up boilie as well, which is the same bait as we're fishing on the bottom, so a good few handfuls of that. And then some of Jace's there, and there's some pellet in there as well, which is quite good, but not many. Right, that's that. So that is a finished product there. Let's mix this up and see what comes out. So that is the finished product. I've added some milk to it and also some sweet corn as well, just for a bit of colour, and also to milk up the water. But I'll just throw a bit of this in the margin in a second so you can get a gauge of what it does to the water. Right then guys, so Jace reckons we've been here about 3.5 hours. The rod's ripped off. Oh, come on, give me some time. Look at that, guys. I think it's around the 37 pound mark, but a beautiful, heavy French carp after 3.5 hours of being here, so I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm going to get some pictures of this now, slip it back, get the rod straight back out on the spot and hopefully bag another one. But what a way to start this session. So happy with this one. I'll turn the fish around now so you can have a quick look at the other side and then we'll let them go. Happy days. And that there, guys, is the other side. What a beautiful, beautiful carp. Absolutely buzzing. What a beautiful French fish. I'm going to slip them back now. What a unit. Happy days. Wow, what a way to start the session. I'm absolutely buzzing. I might not see him, but I'm really, really happy. So we've been here now, like I say, not very long, and I've had a fish already, so hopefully we can get another fish on the bank. But I've just had another knock on my right hand side rod where I had the fish before on a single, so hopefully it goes off again. That'd be lovely. But yeah, I'll keep you updated and I'll keep in the loop. I'll see you soon. Right, so it's just before dark now. That is what I had the fish on. Right, it's getting on now. We just had a lovely curry Ian made. So we're just settling down. We're going to have a few drinks in a minute, I think, but I'm going to call it a day with the video in tonight. I haven't had anything since. I've just put my 2 rods out there and I've just put the left hand rod out to the side on a bait boat, so I'm fingers crossed for that, because I've put, as I mentioned earlier, I've got a bit of bait I've put on that spot. So the 2 rods I've literally put out on the spot where I had the fish earlier, and I've scattered about maybe 100 baits all in all around them, scattered well out. So fingers crossed we get something tonight. But I'm still buzzing. I had that fish earlier. So I'll see you later on, guys. And hopefully you see me with a big fish. I'll see you soon. Day 2 now. So it's coming up to about 24 hours you got left now here at Val Doré Lakes in France. But it's a beautiful sunny day. So what I've done is I just knocked up that mix you saw earlier. I've put that out. I've only put 5 spoms out of the mix, really cloudy mix. 2 zigs, 1 at 7, 1 at 5, well 7, 5.5. Spread them quite close and then just put the bait right in the middle of the 2. So there's one further out, one further in. I'll put the bait directly in the middle. So fingers crossed that gets a take in the day. But the sun is coming out and I'm smiling, so that's the main thing. Nothing in the night. We had a screamer take on the other side of the lake, ripped off, but it wasn't this lake, it was actually the lake just over from it. I think the guy had a fish. Don't know how big it was, but if we do get any updates on that, I'll let you know. And Jason Ian unfortunately didn't have nothing. He had a couple of beeps, Ian had a couple of beeps, and I had a beep. So last night was quite quiet, but very, very cold. The temperature just dropped down to minuses last night. So that's it, that's the update. I'll keep in the loop, I'll see you soon. Quick update in regards to what I've done. So where I've been putting the zig mix all day, I've put my 2 rods. So there's like 2 bits that go down in the tree there. So I've got one side, one the other, and then my 2 rods out there. So fingers crossed tonight that puts something on the bank. Nothing else on the bank as of yet. Let's see what the night brings. Right, so we're all sort of nodding off, guys, and my rod is absolutely nearly been pulled in the water. This fish has been on what, 10 minutes Ian already?
Yeah, easy.
It's just not stopping. I can't do nothing with it. My clutch is hard and it's ripping line from it now. I can't do nothing with it. There it is. So after my rod absolutely screaming off, this thing's just taken me for a whole ride round the lake and ripped up what your rods, Jace and Ian's, and but we managed the net around this side in Ian's swim. What was it, 43 odd pounds, something like that?
Yeah, 43.
Absolute beast of a sturgeon. I'm going to slip him back now, get my rod straight back out on the spot, and hopefully catch a carp. But nevertheless, this here, this is what it's about really. This is why we come to France. Happy days. Happy days. I'm cold, I'm wet, but I'm happy. Absolute madness. The rod just screamed off. I've sort of got up, went over my rod, it's sort of pulled off and it's ripping off the thing, so I've hit into it and the thing is just kited right, and it just took me round the other side of the lake. I just couldn't stop it. Unbelievable it was. Fight of a lifetime that was, it really was. So I think the end, I think it was around the mid 40 mark, it was around that, so it was a big sturgeon. So again, that was on the baited spot where I was putting the zig mix out earlier, and that was the right rod on a single well with 3 10mm just on a tiny little bag pulled over with 2 bits of foam, and it clipped back lovely. I put the 2 rods back out on the spot now. You know, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing now. I've had the carp now, I've had this. It's, you know, it's not something we've come over here for, but when the sturgeon are they're powerhouses, and when you catch them that big, you know, there's no grumble there at all. Updates on Ian and Jace, I don't think they've had any major knocks yet, but Ian had a funny one after we were sort of faffing about the fish, put the fish back and his middle rod went beep 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 beep, but it didn't turn into anything. So fingers crossed one of us or myself get another fish. Again guys, I'll see you soon. It's round about sort of 10 o'clock, isn't it? 10 o'clock now, so we ain't got that long left. We've got to leave 12 o'clock tomorrow, so fingers crossed we can get something else on the bank just before we leave. I'll see you later. Right then guys, so this morning about 7 o'clock, my rod's ripped off and I've got this beauty on the end. It was off the baited spot again, on a single, with a little topper on it, with a little sweet corn pop up, and I've had this mid-20. What a beautiful way to sort of end this trip really. We've only got a couple of hours left now, but if we manage another one it'd be awesome. But nevertheless, 3 fish this trip so far, and what a beautiful one to end it with. Pointing out guys what I've had all the fish on. So these are 18mm sows with spicy squid and raspberry plume put over the top of them, and that is what's been producing the goods. So one of them with a tipper with 2 little pop-ups on, or a little bit of fake artificial corn, and that is what's been doing the business. So if you are here and you're coming this way guys, get on them. So we're really getting there now, starting to pack the car up. We've got about the last hour-ish now, if that. So again, been a wicked trip over here at Val Doré Lakes. I'll definitely be back, but it would be nice to nick one more fish, just one more fish before we go. The rods are out, I'm happy, I'm confident. I haven't seen anything on the spots, but it would just be lovely to have that one more fish. So just before we go, I'll keep in the loop. But hopefully just before we go you see me with a fish on the bank. So I'll see you soon guys. Right then guys, that's it now. We'll really getting to the end. My rods are on the floor there. Just got taken out by a pike as well. My rod's sort of ripped off. What's this weird? And tips going. A pike's come and it's got caught on the front of my line where I'm fishing back leads down. Weird. Anyway, I've let it go safely and it swam off. But yeah, that's it really guys, that's it. Well worth coming over here this 48 hours. I can't push that enough. It was 3 fish in the end, and then that pike I've just had then. If you have liked this video guys, give us a thumb up. Make sure you comment down below if you've been to Val Doré yourself and you've had any big fish. Give a comment down below, let me know what you've had. Also guys, smash that subscribe button as well, so you can help me and my brother grow our YouTube channel. Peace out, and I'll see you on our next video. Take care, guys.